And then I come to palettes, and I don't usually have, I don't think in the past I've included a palette in any of my best of videos, but this definitely was also one of the first few things I grabbed when I was putting together the things for this video. And this is from It Cosmetics. This is how it looks. This is the second one actually of its kind. It's the Naturally Pretty Celebration palette. They have another one, the original one, which is called the Naturally Pretty palette, but I think this is actually so much better and so much more functional and multi-purpose, and has a lot more of the pillar shades that I think every palette should have. And I think if you just are able to buy one compared to all the neutral palettes that have been released in the past years, beginning from the Naked palettes to even the Lorac neutral palettes or the Lorac Pro palettes, I think I would choose this as the top. And I haven't done a full review on this, but this is how the second one looks like. It comes with a big mirror. It's very lightweight because it's just like a cardboard kind of packaging, but nonetheless I really could care less because you get 16 shades, 16 eyeshadows, and this transforming ombre radiance ribbon, which is something that we have to talk about on its own as well. But look at how versatile and how neutral they are, how clearly you will have shades that you can take from day to night and create almost any look. Any look you can have with this palette. And what's nice about this is that they're all matte, and this transforming ombre radiance ribbon is you can mix with any of the shades and you will get a shimmer shadow. I think the color selection for this one palette I think beats any of the other neutral palettes that I've had. And I like the fact that you can opt to change any of them into a shimmer and not just be limited to a few. This year was a big lip year for me, and I think, well, I think for the industry, I think a lot of brands really put their A game when it came to lipsticks and lip products. So I'm gonna discuss the three, which I'm sure you guys have heard of. This is the triumvirate of lipsticks. I think these are the the most expensive ones, but they are also the best, and I think the best bang for your buck. So there is, of course, this is not new at all, but this is the first year that I personally finally gave in to this price range of lipsticks, even if people think that I always buy high-end, but I do have my limit, and a $50 lipstick was just kind of like, okay, this is where I draw the line. But finally this year I got my hands on my first one, and then it just grew from there. The Tom Ford lipsticks, everybody knows about this. I've done a review of this as well, so I am not gonna elaborate so much on this. There are 10 million reviews on this, so you guys can check out my full review. This is my ultimate, oh no, this is Negligee, which is the limited edition from the fall, but Pink Dusk was my first one, and it's a beautiful nude. I think it's one of my holy grail nudes. Definitely the Tom Ford lipsticks was a personal discovery for this year that really stood out for me. And then from the Tom Ford, we come to Nars and Gucci Beauty, and Nars Audacious lipsticks. I think these two lipsticks are the answer of these brands to this kind of even more premium kind of lipstick category, where there is just much more substance to the product itself, and a much more well thought of packaging as well. So I'll begin with the Nars Audacious. I have 2 shades of this, and I actually just purchased Barbara as well, which is always sold out here. I think it's the nude, the popular nude one. This one is in Charlotte. I have Anita as well. This one comes with a magnet closure as well, so a much better packaging with a price point. And this is Charlotte, which is like a vampy red. It looks a bit more red on the lip actually. On the bullet it looks more vampy, but on the lip it looks a bit more red. And then you have Nars embossed, I don't know if you guys can see that, on the bullet. Beautiful lipstick. And these 3 lipsticks, you can really feel the quality when you apply it. I call it very substantial because it's hefty, it's weighty, it doesn't feel like you're gonna break the stick or it's gonna melt anytime soon. It's just very weighty as a product. It is. It's creamy, it doesn't skip, it doesn't fall into your fine lines. It's very pigmented. All three of them, all these three, the color pigmentation is good, and more often than not the color that you see on the bullet is what you get on your lip. If there's any variation or any maybe nuances, it's very slight to actually even notice or to complain about. And then we go to Gucci Audacious, and they're both called Audacious. I don't know if it's a formula or I don't know what they've been doing with these lipsticks, but it's just funny that they call them both Audacious. This is the Audacious Intense lip color of Gucci. I only have delved into one shade. This is in Whisper. It is a beautiful pink beige that looks like a neutral pink on my mid-tone lips. And all of these, especially the Nars and Anita and the Gucci and Whisper, have made its way to my daily makeup bag. That's how good it is. And this one is, it's a traditional packaging, but you know, still well made. Not as well as the Tom Ford though. I would have to say that the Tom Ford, hands down packaging, most premium of everyone. But the quality of the product is at par with Nars Audacious and with the Tom Ford. The final lip product in this video is actually a lip gloss, and it's the only lip gloss that made its way to this list. And this is a product that is also fairly recent to me. It was recently just released in the latter part of this year, and this is from Chanel. It's the reformulated Rouge Allure gloss. This is how it looks. The shade that I have with me is number 11 Sensual, and although this is the first shade that I've purchased, it is something that has made its way as well to my daily makeup bag. So I think for a new product, something that I just introduced, to make its way to my daily makeup bag is a sure indicator that it is gonna be spoken about in a favorites or a full review video on its own, or even be included in my final best of beauty at the end of the year wrap up. So I haven't really come around to doing a full review on this one, but I'll do a quick one for this video. This one has more innovative packaging. It's similar to the lipstick. It's the one press, and then you get this sponge applicator tip. The main reason why I like this product is that it is the first Chanel lip gloss, and I think even the only lip gloss that really has given me or gives true to what you get, true color and pigmentation as to what you see in the stick. This is a beige lip gloss, and look at how this looks. Even on its own with a lip balm, it looks absolutely amazing. It really gives pigment and shine, but unlike the glossy mirrors, a very sheer gloss, but the shine, the sparkles, shimmers or glitters, whatever the finish was of the gloss, was absolutely unique, each one of them, but the pigmentation was never really there, and a lot of the times they almost looked very similar to each other. This one is very different. It really gives a certain opaqueness to the color, but at the same time gives you a beautiful shine on the lip. I don't have this on right now. I have a few other things on, but let me see. I don't know if that made a bit more of a difference, but a beautiful, beautiful lip gloss. The final two items in this video are actually even more recent, and I've only had them for actually barely 3 weeks, but I've been using them quite a bit, and they really are truly game changers. And these are not new releases. These tools are something that people have actually mentioned and spoken about for a long time, but to me they're personal new discoveries of the year, and 2014 was the year that I was introduced to them. So these are the two brushes from my Japan trip, and these are by Hakuhodo and Suqqu. It is my first time delving into handmade Japanese brushes, which are known to be the best in the world, and along with being the best is the hefty price point that comes with it. So I only purchased one from each brand, and it was one that I knew was very established and very known in that line, which is the Suqqu cheek brush, which is this one right here. And this is how much I value and treasure these brushes. They are still in the original plastics, and when I use them I actually just do this and pull them back, and then I pull the plastic back in. And also because I have 10 million brushes, so I know it's not gonna get lost, and it's the one with the plastic still on. I know it sounds insane, but I really treasure these two brushes, and I think it is gonna begin my journey into these kinds of brushes. I haven't gotten a chance to doing a full review on these, but I certainly will. And I think what I will do is a comparative review of the similar brushes and also the high-end or more premium and established brush kinds of the like, and just tell you guys why I think it really stands out and it really is the best of the best in terms of brushes. Both of the brushes are handmade, natural hair fibers. I believe this is a Squirrel Crease brush, and then this is also a Squirrel cheek brush, and none of them are actually cut like the way MAC brushes are cut or processed. These are all, each strand is placed and binded by hand and shaped as such. So they're actually angled in a certain way to give it the shape. They're not cut. In a nutshell, without giving off too much, and because I do want to make a full review or comparative review of this, and I will be making one, the quality of the brushes just really makes such a big difference in the way that makeup is applied to the skin, and even the product pickup and the finish is just, with these brushes I feel like I really get the full impact and the full pigmentation of the product and not really just losing it, and the shape is very precise in application as well, and the quality of the hair is amazing. So I hope that kind of gave you an idea, but I will be doing a comparative review of that. So those are my beauty standouts for 2014. I thought it would be much longer and more difficult to figure out, but I realized that just looking over everything, I knew instantly which products I wanted to reach for. So if you guys are interested in any of these products, definitely give them a try. I fully recommend them. Of course, with different skin types, they may perform differently, but on the general, I am very happy and pleased with how they've performed for me. Like I said, will put the full reviews of the products that I've done full reviews on in the description box down below. And yeah, happy holidays to everyone. I look forward to sharing another 2015 with all of you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.